In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy BlockchainCrusader here, and we're back for another episode on What If Wednesday. There's been a slight change to the schedule. What's happening? We have a guest that had to cancel last minute, but no worries. I got you guys. We've got some crazy stuff to go over. It might not be as top secret as the thumbnail says, but nonetheless, it is very good information that you guys should definitely be listening to. So, guys, get ready, smash the likes, and buckle up because it's going to get a bumpy ride here, guys. A lot of things have been happening. It's the end of the year. People don't know what's happening with the markets. People don't understand what's 2023 going to look like. Well, here's something that most people probably don't know right now is that if you look at the yearly candles, actually, before we even look at the candles, let's do a quick market overwatch. I was gonna show you guys some stats here, but before I do that, let's just jump into the quick market overwatch. See how the market is doing right now. I mean, it's all right, but nonetheless, let's jump in. Buckle up, guys. We got MicroStrategy on deck. We got the D gods, and we've got Alameda doing some sketchy things happening in the background. So make sure you stay to the end of the video to hear what is Alameda up to in the crypto space right now, even though technically nothing should be going on. So let's jump in here into the quick market overwatch before we get into the crazy stuff. So market overwatch, I'm going to do a quick little refresh here. We are at 795 billion total market cap. Everything is pretty much down or sideways, not moving at all. XRP down 3.7%, 4% for Doge, 5% for Cardano. I mean, nothing's really happening, guys. These are stock market numbers. This is for guys, except for Solana. Solana is slowly, but at the same time, quickly hemorrhaging and not looking so good for Solana. All right. When fanny pack? Interesting. Put a drop of 1 in the chat if a prepper like you wants a fanny pack. Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 2. It says, nah, bro, that's just not my style. I don't think it fits all around my vest. But let me know in the chat. Drop a 2 for no fanny pack, 1 for a fanny pack. Let's go. Let's get it rolling, guys. So let me show you some cool little stats here on the charts and about 2023 in general. So let me share my screen again. Here we go. And here it is, guys. Let's jump out to the 12 months. You know what's happening in the 12 months, which is the yearly, by the way. And let's not worry about Lux or any of the other algorithms. Let's just look at the yearlies. The yearly candles. You know what the yearly candles has never done? Well, they've never printed 2 red candles back to back on the yearly, right? Back in 2011, red candle. 2012, green for 2013, red for 2014. Once again, green for 2015, green for 2016, green for 2017, red 18, 19, 20, and 21 have been green. And once again, now we are at a red candle here. So, with that being said, there's a good chance, right? The trend is your friend until the end, that next year we will have a green candle. Does that mean that green candle is going to be new time highs? No, but green could mean that we are back in the 30,000 range. Could be we're back in the 40,000 range. It can be anywhere, right? We can be back in the 20,000 range, and technically we'd still be in a green candle. So there's some upside to look at, but let's jump down into the 1 hour, right? Let's jump into the 1 hour here. Let's look at what's happening on the hourly. If you were looking for a small little trade here and there, give me a second here to be able to pull this graph back together as we're jumping from the yearly into the hourly. All right, so as you can see here on the hourly, really simple, guys. Lux Algo Premium tells you green line, that means it's bullish with a strong buy, bullish, right? What do we have right now? We have the trend catcher going red, meaning we're going bearish. The EQ cloud going red and expanding, going bearish. As well, you can see the two reversal ends here expanding, and Bitcoin's coming towards the underside, right? We kind of had a little small bounce before reaching this reversal. I've had three little green candles. That does not yet tell us that we are having bullish momentum. The Lux Algo Premium MACD down here as well has reached the level and starting to peak back around, right? Which is bullish in the short term, but not bullish enough for the long term to make an actual full trade on just this alone, because it can have a little peak and then come right back down again. We've seen this many times, and doesn't mean that we're recovering here. It is not bullish until we jump over that yellow line. So we still got a long way to go. Things are looking pretty bearish right now in the 1 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour, see if we're seeing anything that's different on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, as you can see here, we have a red X. That means it signifies a take profits on your short, and we bounced into the outer bounds are actually contrasting, and it's actually bouncing off of here right now. The EQ cloud is also contrasting, possibly could be flipping to the bullish side here in the next couple of 4 hours or so if we continue down this way. The MACD as well has made a movement upward and might cross over. Not guaranteed, right? This is a lagging indicator. We need this to cross over to confirm. We need this trend catcher to turn green, this red line, and the EQ cloud to go green. Those are 4 different indicators right there showing you bullish momentum on the 4 hour to provide a good long, good long for a 4 hour trade, guys. So that's what we have for Bitcoin right there, guys. Overall, long term, things are still pretty sketchy, pretty dicey out there. And it is what it is. A lot of people dropping twos. I guess the preppers don't want fanny packs. No fanny packs here, sir. The people have spoken. No fanny packs. I know a lot of rappers nowadays, and people all up to trend, right? We got Keeper walking around with fanny packs. He's a very trendy guy, if you know what I mean. But that being said, guys, smash the likes, share out the live. If you haven't joined Danger Close Alpha Discord just yet, you are missing out, guys. We've got a very big meeting coming up here next week. It's been rescheduled. One of the people we're meeting with was sick. But that being said, big meeting. If you haven't figured out the Christmas riddle that's in the Discord just yet, I suggest you guys get on it. A lot of things happening there. Big meeting coming up, and you guys will be getting all that inside scoop about the meeting as soon as it happens. So somebody, Crypto Billy said, when vest. Still working on that as well. We still need to gather up some resources and make some meetings happen to make this a viable product for you guys. 100%. We are working on it in the background. It's the end of the year, and Mr. Keeper, he's like Santa Claus on vacation. So we need to wait for him to come back and get all these things straightened out so we can have the meetings that need to be had, speak to the people that need to be spoken to, and we can get things rocking and rolling. So first, let's start off with the D-Gods. A lot of you guys might not know what the D-Gods are. They're an NFT collection. So what's happening with them and why is it important? Well, it's important because if you thought NFTs are dead, this might prove you wrong. So let me share my screen here, and here we go. So the D-Gods, right, see a jump of volume going into Ethereum and Polygon. They have left the Solana network, guys. They were a huge project in the Solana network, and obviously they announced that they were switching from Solana to Ethereum and the Polygon blockchain, and they've had a massive increase in volume. Right? There's a lot more trading volume on Ethereum and exchanges, NFT platforms for Ethereum than obviously these other smaller blockchains. Obviously, we're also seeing Solana slowly die out and bleed out. So this is just another nail on the coffin, to be honest, with Solana having one of their biggest NFT projects leave and everything that's been happening with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. We all know Solana is headed nowhere but south. And they obviously told the Solana people, hey, we need some money or we're walking. I think it was somewhere around the tune of $5 million. See if I can find it here somewhere. It's not in this article, but basically they spoke and they said, hey, we want $5 million if you want us to stay here. Polygon jumped in And right here it is, $5 million to stay on Solana. And Polygon said, hey, they paid the sum with the ground of the partnership and said, come on over. And they said, we are there. Bam, slam. Showing you that once again, Polygon for the win, right? Setting themselves up to be massive. If you didn't already know, massive competitor in the layer 2 space for 2023. So definitely something to keep your eye on. Massive companies jumping onto Polygon, and Polygon scooping up some ace players from other blockchains onto their blockchain because they got the moolah. So moving on from the NFT speak, right? And the what's happening with Danger Close, what's happening with the secret seals, right? It's a secret. Nobody knows. Let's move on to MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy apparently sold some Bitcoin. Dun, dun, dun. We had an interview with him, and he said, never, ever sell your Bitcoin. But apparently, never was a lot closer than ever because the man has sold, well, not him personally, but the company has sold some of their Bitcoin possessions. So let's look into this here real quick. And it might not be all that bad. Honestly, there's a little secret here that I'm going to show you. In reality, they sold a good portion of their holdings for the first time, right? But look what's happening here. They have also approximately bought $42 million between November 1st and December 21st. They have acquired 2,395 Bitcoin, another $42.8 million. They own a total approximately 132,500 coins held altogether at an average price of around 30,000. But why did they sell? Well, it's easy. Tax benefits, my friends, tax benefits. And that's why they sold their position. They sold 704 Bitcoins, approximately 11.8 million at a loss on December 22nd in order to get a tax benefit. Because you got to be a smart player, right? With all the money that this man and this company has thrown into Bitcoin, selling off 704 Bitcoin for 11.8 million at a major loss, right? Because their average right now, they're nearly $4 billion in at an average of 30,000. They're getting a massive tax break from $30,000 price point, which is their average. Yet at the same time have accumulated another $42 million worth of Bitcoin. So if you were wondering, what are these institutions doing? What are these big players doing? There it is. They might be taking some losses for the tax books, right? For the IRS, for the good old Uncle Sam. But in the long term, they are buying the dip. And also, that brings up a good point. Every time MicroStrategy buys the dip, we dip some more. So could this be the signal telling us, hey, 10,000, 13,000, here we come? Could be. Could be, my friends. It definitely could be, because I just keep seeing every single time any announcement about MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin, we dip further. So this could be the dip that we were all waiting for, or the signal that we're all waiting for the next possible dip here. But regardless of whether we dip lower or not, they are buying the dip. They are accumulating, they are building up a wealth in an asset that in the long term is going to blow anything else out of the water, because they know what is really happening with Bitcoin. And that leads us to another what if topic that we might have to have here on next week, which is going to be very interesting. We were supposed to have the conversation today, but things got changed last minute. So we will keep that one in the holster until next Wednesday. So make sure you tune in to next Wednesday, because next Wednesday is going to be fire, guys. Next Wednesday is going to be fire. Let's move on to here another article about MicroStrategy. Apparently, they got some massive plans to release some software applications and solutions powered by the Bitcoin Lightning Network in 2023. I mean, I'm telling you, the people that are underrating Bitcoin right now because it's not fast enough, they got the Bitcoin Lightning Network. They've got a lot of people with a lot of big money building on the network, making sure that the network is competitive and continues to build and grow. They might be slow, right? But if you've ever read, the race between the turtle and the rabbit, slow and steady wins the race. Bitcoin prioritizes security over all else, versus a lot of these projects do not do this, and they just, feed you a lot of BS about speed, and then at the end of the day, they're a bunch of trash. Ends up having a bunch of hacks, bunch of things going down. I'm a proponent of Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin is going to keep competing. It's going to keep growing in value. And I have no reason to ever doubt the Bitcoin masters. Now, coming up, the big finale. Alameda is doing some sketchy stuff, right? We saw Sam Bankman-Fried. He's walking free. He's walking to the airport. He's taking flights. He's just living life. Like if nothing ever happened, like Fugazi, poof, gone. It's over. What he did is gone because he's on bail now, right? He didn't have money. He only had 100K, but some way, somehow, mommy and daddy got that 20 mil and pulled him out of jail real quick. And now he's just walking around like just a normal dude, right? And people are waiting. They're watching him to see if anything is moving in these exchanges, in these wallets that might be connected to him on Meta or FTX in any kind of way. And it might be like they're seeing a little something here. So guys, smash those likes, get ready. And if you know, you know. Let's jump into Alameda, guys. Let's see what is happening here with Alameda and some of their addresses moving money around. What is going here? So, oh man, let me fix this. Alameda linked addresses begin swapping Ethereum ERC20 tokens for Bitcoin. I think somebody knows something. It is clearly unclear who was behind the latest transfers from crypto wallets associated with Alameda research. Unclear. We know Caroline is speaking, just throwing everybody under the bus. We know their other friend, something Wang, is also talking. And we got Sam, the one, the only, walking free. And I'm sure somebody, one of those three at least, have to be behind some of this. So what are they doing? Several wallets associated with Sam Bankman-Fried's trading firm Alameda Research came to life late a few hours ago, swapping various cryptocurrencies. Martin Lee, a data journalist at Nansen, was among the blockchain sleuths to point to lots of activity going among Alameda's wallets in the late hours, on Tuesday evening, with various Ethereum-based tokens consolidated into two main wallets, which were later swapped for Ethereum, ETH, aka ETH, and Tether USDT. The transactions in question included 3,263 convex finance tokens. I don't know what kind of Fugazi token that is. Well, $11,000 sent from Convex Finance to Alameda Research Wallet. These funds were sent to MetaMask Wallet, and then 74,000 CRV equivalent to 39,000 again sent to Alameda. A third transfer of 45.6 ETH worth of $55,000 was sent to an unknown address, with the funds further sent to instant exchange services, ChangeNow, and Fixed Float. Lots of activity going on among Alameda wallets in the past 6 or 7 hours. Various tokens on ETH being consolidated into two main wallets, swapped from ETH to USDC, USDC to USDT, and then swapped to ETH. All these transactions are happening. Bunch of other ones on here. These are the wallets that are being swapped for Bitcoin. The funds are being swapped for Bitcoin. Here is some of the wallet addresses. Here is a tweet, right, talking about those wallet addresses. Guys, how can you be found guilty, right? Well, let's not say found guilty, because in America, we believe you're innocent until found guilty. But with all the evidence, with everything that's happening, right, we've talked about it. Why is there no restrictions on what Sam Bankman-Fried or any of his partners or people can do in the crypto space? They're all under investigation. They're all, going to be in court. So why is there no restriction? Wait, is it because they might not be able to actually restrict anything? Or could it be that the government is stepping back and keeping an eye out to see who starts moving what and start finding some more evidence of more hidden money away in these wallets to then track it all down, build an even bigger case on them before dropping the hammer? It can be either way, right? It can be either one. One, they can't control it, they can't stop it, and somebody's being sneaky. But I believe that more than that, somebody is watching them and making and allowing them to do these things to start digging their own graves even deeper. Unforgettable Name says SPF being sued over the 500 million shares in Robinhood shares. Yes, 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 yes. Spent a ton of money buying Robinhood shares, and I guess whose money that was? Customer money. So there's definitely a bigger and bigger case being built on this guy every single day, and I think he's digging the hole, man. I think he got set up, and he doesn't know what's coming. But all that being said, question everything, trust nothing. I also believe that this was all a plan, way ahead of time. He knew this was coming, right? Maybe the curveball at the Bahamas being arrested was not part of the plan, but obviously they got out of that one, and they know. All right. I don't know. I feel like, a lot of things is that he doesn't have friends and that nobody's going to help him. But I think that his parents have a lot of friends and his parents have a lot of influence. And this was all a big plan, not just by Sam, but with a lot of different people involved. And yes, Sam could be the fall guy, right? But I think there's a plan. There's a plan, right? Whether he gets 10 years and then he walks away in 5, or whatever it is. I think there's a plan. I think there's a lot of money being hidden behind the scenes. And I think that he is not going to be destroyed after this. I think he will some way, somehow still be able to walk away with some money. I don't know. Those are just a thought that I'm, a feeling that I'm getting. I don't see it. I know regulations are coming. I know this is a setup to drop heavy regulations on the crypto space, and they're going to be pointing at this FTX situation for years to come until they get it figured out. But I also think he's going to be able to walk away with some money. I don't think they're going to take everything away from him. I think he's going to be able to walk away with some money. Guys, smash the likes if you haven't smashed the likes. Join Danger Close Alpha if you haven't joined Danger Close Alpha. We're still got a mint going on. We're minting beans, bullets, and bourbons, baby. And if you know what those commodities are about. There was, like I said, there was a riddle dropped in the Discord a few days ago before Christmas. Make sure you guys keep on digging, figuring out, start brainstorming. What could this image be about? What is happening in this image? Who is who is in this image? What is written on these images? Start doing some teamwork, some investigative work. There's going to be more surprises, more plots, twists, and turns. Somebody is going to be able to walk away with 5 full ETH, which is currently just a bit over $5,000. But back in the next all-time, when we hit the all-time high again, that's easily over $25,000, guys, from one simple game in one simple NFT project. We are definitely trying to give back, and hopefully we can bless somebody here the next couple of weeks with this 5 ETH. So get involved, get ready, and always question everything, trust nothing, and until next time, hodl like it's hot.